I hope all are safe at home. Students, today I will teach you lesson 4 of geography, rotation and revolution. In this, first of all, I will teach you about rotation and Earth's daily movement. So, what is rotation? Rotation of the Earth. The Earth continuously spins like a top from west to east, and this spinning of the Earth called rotation. Right? It rotates 24 hours to make one complete rotation. The Earth rotates along an imaginary line. What is that line? It rotates on its axis. The axis is tilted at an angle of 66.5 degrees with respect to the Earth's orbital plane. This tilt of the axis known as inclination of the Earth's axis. Now, effects. There are some effects of rotation. What are those effects? Those effects are rotation causes day and night. We know the sun rays fall continuously on the Earth's surface. However, these rays do not fall on every part of the Earth's surface simultaneously. Right? The high tides and low tides of the sea are caused due to the rotation of the Earth. The gravitational pull between the Earth and the Moon results in sea tides. Right? The force of the rotation causes flattening of the Earth at the pole and bulging of the Earth at the equator. The winds and oceans currents are deflected due to the rotation, and many more effects are there. Now about revolution of the Earth. The Earth moves around the sun in a fixed path, is anti-clockwise direction. This movement of the Earth is called revolution. The path along which it revolves is known as its orbit. Right? The Earth takes 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. This time period is known as 1 year. For the sake of simplicity, we consider 365 days in a year. The extra 6 hours are accumulated and added every 4th year to February, i.e. every 4th will have 365 days and 4 times 6 hours in it. Like 366 days. A year having 366 days with February having 29 days is known as a leap year. Now, what are the effects of revolution? Right? Like the rotation of the Earth, its revolution also has effects on earth, they are the main effect is phenomena of season or change of seasons, right? Many seasons are there, 4 seasons are there. The phenomena of seasons on the earth is caused due to rotation. 3 things are there responsible for changing seasons: rotation, revolution, and tilt of the earth. In a year, we have 4 seasons. How many seasons? 4. Summer, winter, autumn, and spring. Right. First of all, we will know about summer solstice. On June 21, the North Pole is inclined towards the sun. The Tropic of Cancer. On what degree? 23.5 degree north, upside. Right. Receives direct sun rays from the sun. The days are longer than nights. It is summer in northern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere upside and southern hemisphere downside. Right. June 21 is the longest day and shortest night in northern hemisphere. Right. This time is considered as summer solstice. During this time, the North Pole observes day for about 6 months, continuously 6 months, while the places near the South Pole remains in darkness for about 6 months continuously. The conditions are exactly opposite in the southern hemisphere. Days are shorter and nights are longer, and it is winter during this time. Right. Now about winter solstice. On December 22, the South Pole is inclined towards the sun. The Tropic of Capricorn, downside, 23 and half degree south from equator is, what is there? Capricorn, Tropic of Capricorn, receives direct sun rays from sun. Right. The days are longer than nights. It is summer in northern hemisphere. December 22 is the longest day and shortest night in the southern hemisphere. This time is considered as winter solstice. During this time, the South Pole observes day for about 6 months, while the places near the North Pole remain in darkness for about 6 months. Right. The conditions are exactly opposite in the northern hemisphere. Days are shorter and nights are longer. It is winter there during this time. Right. Now about equinox. Equinox means equal nights. Right. On March 21 and September 23, the rays of the sun pass vertically on the equator. Neither of the poles are tilted towards the sun. The sun rays are in transition position from one hemisphere to the other. It is neither very hot nor very cold. during this time. Right. On March 21 and September 23, the day and nights are equal duration, and in Latin the term equinox means equal nights. Like day and nights are of equal duration. Thus, March 21 is considered as spring equinox in the northern hemisphere, while autumnal equinox in the southern hemisphere. While September 23 is considered as autumnal equinox in the northern hemisphere and spring equinox in the southern hemisphere. Now, distribution of heat. How heat is distributed on the earth? We know that the part of the earth tilt towards the sun will receive which kind of sun rays? Direct sun rays, and more heat, the equal and the surrounding regions receive direct sun rays from the sun all through the year, and hence have hot climate. Right, the North Pole and the South Pole receive slanting sun rays, and therefore very little heat. Thus, the climate at poles is very cold. Right. Now, variation in the length of day and night. Right. We have studied that the Earth's axis is inclined when the northern hemisphere is tilted towards the sun. It receives more sunlight than the southern hemisphere. This time the day will be longer and nights will be shorter when the southern hemisphere faces the sun. The reason in the southern hemisphere will have longer day and shorter nights. Right. At equal, the days and nights are at equinox. The days and nights are equal. It receives equal sun rays throughout its year. Right. So students, I have given revision worksheet also. You have to do that honestly. First you will revise, then you will watch video also. Who do not subscribe my channel, you will subscribe. Okay, and you will like the video also. And solutions are there of this lesson. You will write neatly, you will draw diagram also, activities also there, you will do that, and you will learn also. Okay students, stay home, stay safe, bye.